and we have a match card that gives this show the potential to be one of, if not the best SummerSlam in recent memory. With 50,000 plus expected in attendance at the ginormous Cleveland Brown Stadium, giving this show a WrestleMania type environment. And as of who will inevitably return, I think that we all have a pretty good guess at who one of those people will be. Will family members or fake couples turn on each other? Will Seth Rollins be an impartial referee? Well, I do not have the answers for you, but let's at least discuss what we think will happen at SummerSlam 2024. Before we get into it, do your boy a favor, comment down below your predictions because I'm interested in knowing what you guys think will happen at this event. Please hit that like button, share this video any way you can, and subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content. The first match that I want to discuss is the United States Championship match because out of all of the matches on this card, this is the one that to me absolutely needs this one person to win it and the other person needs to completely F off. We have the defending champion in his home territory, Logan Paul, defending against the challenger, LA Knight. Logan Paul is one of the longest reigning United States champions of all time, and as of right now, he has defended this belt, I believe, like 3 times, maybe 4, or maybe this is the 4th one. Like, come on, Logan Paul has done absolutely nothing at all to elevate that title since winning it. He had some awesome matches along the way with the very few times that he did defend it, but Logan Paul's reign will not be remembered as this historical reign that had banger matches that elevated the United States Championship to at least a higher prestige that it was before he won it. All he has done with the belt is pretty much make the SmackDown mid-card division completely handicapped and just at a stalemate, just pause for almost a year because anybody in that scene couldn't even compete for the championship because there was no championship on the show to even try to fight for because the champion hasn't been there. And even when he was there recently around Money in the Bank time, he didn't even defend it there. So with that said, it's time for LA Knight to win it, not just because of that, but because LA Knight himself absolutely deserves it. But we all know that he should have been champion at least at last year's SummerSlam. A year ago, he should have been at least the mid-card champion. A year ago at this time, people were clamoring for LA Knight to even win a world championship. And luckily, through all of that, through doing pretty much nothing successfully for a year, he is still very, very popular with the fans. And that may die if you don't pull the trigger right now. So you absolutely must do it. LA Knight needs to win the United States Championship at SummerSlam. Sticking with the mid-card scene, let's flip over to the Monday Night Raw side with the Intercontinental Championship, with the champion, Sami Zayn, taking on, once again, Braun Breaker. Now this is a situation that is pretty much the opposite of the US title, where the champion here is an absolutely amazing fighting champion. Sami has defended that title every single month since winning it at least once on TV or at a pay-per-view, and at Money in the Bank, he beat Braun Breaker pretty much cleanly. So how would I book this match? Well, to be honest, I kind of want Braun Breaker to win. Sami Zayn's reign, like his matches have been great, but the reign itself is kind of not doing it for me. But since his character still needs some work, he can at least be the IC champion right now to elevate his career to the next level, because he has just been absolutely destroying everybody in his path. The only weakness that he has had so far is that Money in the Bank loss to Sami Zayn, which I still say was booked terribly because they could have at least had Braun lose with some shenanigans if he was going to lose. But with that said, Braun Breaker should not only win this match, but he should be motivated and angry at the way that he lost at Money in the Bank and use this to absolutely destroy Sami Zayn. In fact, he should, listen, hear me out. Braun Breaker should squash Sami Zayn, if not in a fast match, at least Brock Lesnar, John Cena, SummerSlam 2014 style, with Braun Breaker taking his sweet time just destroying Sami Zayn to make a statement that his time is now. Now flipping over to the women's division, let's start off with the WWE Women's Champion Bayley taking on the 2024 Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax. Going into SummerSlam, this has been, without a doubt, the weakest story. It's not terrible, it's just not exciting. But in a way, I'm still looking forward to this match. It's just that the storyline has been completely lacking interest. But this should be a good match still. I think that these two women could put on at least a decent match, not a snoozer. Now, I'm going to go out of left field because this is something that I just don't really see happening, but I'm going to predict it because I want it so bad and I've been wanting it for so long. I know that what's most likely going to happen is that Nia Jax is going to be beating up Bayley for the entirety of the match. Something's going to happen with Tiffany Stratton that might distract Nia Jax, and Bayley's going to pull off the victory out of nowhere. LOL, Bayley wins. But what I want to see is Nia Jax destroy Bayley, or however the match goes, whatever happens. I want Nia Jax to actually win this match. Now, I'm going to ignore Tiffany Stratton's involvement because clearly there is something going on there with her and Nia. But what I want to see is Nia Jax somehow, some way, win this match and then join the Bad Bloodline with Solo and the Tongans and whoever else is there. I want Nia Jax to be part of that group. I've been wanting that for so long, and with Nia being the women's champion, that would bring another dynamic to that Bloodline storyline that we haven't seen yet. Have some women in that family be involved with that storyline somehow. You can even add Naomi to the story eventually to be on the other side, but I'm getting too ahead of myself. That's a video for another day maybe. But Nia Jax should win this match because it will make things a little bit more interesting, because Bayley's title run so far is same thing like Sami Zayn. Good matches, but it's just not hitting. Flipping over to the Monday Night Raw side with the Women's World Championship match between champion Liv Morgan against Rhea Ripley. Man, this should have been a custody of Dominic ladder match at the same event almost 20 years later. But it's too late for that now. In a way, it kind of is a custody of Dom match because this storyline has basically been them both kind of messing with Dom, because we know what Liv is doing, and we knew from the beginning that Rhea Ripley was manipulating Dom to join the Judgment Day all those years ago, and that this entire time that they aren't in kayfabe, they weren't really a couple, maybe just in his head, but to her, she knew what she was doing. She was just manipulating him to join the group, and it worked out. So all these years later, we have this storyline that will blow all of that off. This has been one of, if not the best story, actually pause. The best storyline is Drew and Punk. But this has been the second best storyline going into SummerSlam without a doubt. And it's seen Liv Morgan messing with the entire Judgment Day for the past few months. And her involvement with them led to them gaining things that Rhea Ripley was unable to. It was because of Liv that the Judgment Day became tag team champions once again. It was because of Liv that Dominic finally pinned his father for the first time ever. Now, I'm thinking that there's something sneaky going on between Liv and Finn, because we've seen them do some things in the background. So maybe there's something going on there that will lead to something in this match. But ultimately, I think that it will be either Finn or Dominic that could end up screwing Rhea Ripley out of winning this match. Now, most likely, it will be Dominic. So I'm going to just say that Dominic screws Rhea Ripley out of winning this match and pretty much kicking her out of the Judgment Day in doing so, which will lead to Damian Priest getting pissed off because Rhea is his bestie or whatever. So we're going to see the Judgment Day storyline become even stronger after SummerSlam because of this match, and Liv Morgan retains the Women's World Championship at SummerSlam because of some screwy activities. The World Heavyweight Championship match with champion Damian Priest taking on the King of the Ring and the Ring General Gunther. Now that I think about it, I'm going to say that going back to the previous match, that Dominic is going to screw Rhea in that match, and maybe in this match, it's actually Finn Balor that screws over Priest and costs him the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, obviously, Gunther could just win this match cleanly because he's a beast, and I can't see Damian Priest beating Gunther, not cleanly. But if he doesn't win clean, then I don't see the Judgment Day helping him because there's just been too much friction in the group between all the members and him for me to see anybody helping him win this match. So Gunther is going to walk out of SummerSlam the champion, and it will be pretty interesting if they have Finn Balor screw over Priest, which means in my predictions, Priest and Rhea are out of Judgment Day because they got screwed over by the other members. And in this match specifically, Gunther must walk out of SummerSlam one way or another as the World Heavyweight Champion. Now moving on to what has been, without a doubt, the best storyline in the entirety of the WWE pretty much all year long. This 3-person story dynamic that's going on between, in this match, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, with the special guest referee Seth Rollins, who has beef with both of these men for separate reasons. Going into this match, we have to ask the question, will Seth Rollins be a fair referee in this match? Will his hatred for one of or both of these men cause him to get physically involved in this match, or to at least screw over one of the participants in this match? Well, the answer to all of those questions is yes. There is no way that Seth Rollins does not get involved in this match physically, and whoever loses this match will only lose because Seth Rollins screwed them over. I see this going no other way. This match will not be clean, and there will inevitably, at some point, be a rematch between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre because of the way that this match ends. Drew McIntyre's character this entire year has pretty much been motivated by the fact that he keeps getting screwed over at every single show that he has a chance to walk out as the world champion. At WrestleMania, he defeated Seth Rollins cleanly, then CM Punk, who was on commentary, screwed him out of the World Heavyweight Championship by beating him up, leading to him just a few moments later getting cashed in on. We saw once again CM Punk screw over Drew McIntyre at Clash at the Castle in his World Heavyweight Championship rematch against Damian Priest, where CM Punk came out as the referee and he did not count the 3 for Drew McIntyre, which led to him losing that match once again. And then at Money in the Bank, we saw Drew McIntyre win the Money in the Bank ladder match, attempt to cash in during the Seth Rollins and Damian Priest match, where CM Punk once again came out of the crowd to attack Drew McIntyre during that cash-in, leading to him unsuccessfully cashing in the briefcase. But in this situation, CM Punk not only screwed over Drew McIntyre for his cash-in, but he screwed over Seth Rollins from being able to regain his World Heavyweight Championship because CM Punk's involvement distracted Seth, which led to Damian Priest winning that match. That became a triple threat match once Drew tried to cash in. So CM Punk at the last pay-per-view screwed over both Seth and Drew. And because of that, because that was the most recent thing that happened, I say that Seth Rollins will end up screwing CM Punk out of the victory in this match. I could see a somewhat callback to the Clash at the Castle situation where CM Punk was the referee and did not count the 3 for Drew, where Seth Rollins will not count a 3 for CM Punk at some point when he has the chance to beat Drew, which will lead to CM Punk and Seth Rollins getting in each other's face and Drew McIntyre taking advantage, hitting that Claymore, and picking up the victory. And finally, the main event. Cody Rhodes, in my opinion, could easily beat Solo cleanly. We've seen it before. He was the first person, actually, to beat Solo cleanly on the main roster before WrestleMania 39 over a year ago. So there is some history there between Cody and Solo that is evident of what would happen in a clean match. But this match is a bloodline match, so of course it won't be clean. There will be interference, inevitably, by Solo's bloodline. We may see a ref bump because what's a bloodline match without a ref bump? This match is going to essentially be your typical Roman Reigns match that we've seen over the past 2-3 years when he was the champion. But in this case, Solo is in the position of Roman Reigns, except for one key element that makes a big difference in the Roman Reigns match because, well, Roman Reigns always ended up winning those matches. And I cannot see a planet, a universe, in the entire multiverse where Solo Sikoa walks out of SummerSlam as the undisputed WWE champion. And there's just one key thing that we know that we're all waiting for that must happen at the end of this match. It has been teased week by week, and I kind of wish that it wasn't teased, even though we kind of knew it was going to happen. I wish they just wouldn't have made this thing so obvious, and that is the return of Roman Reigns, where he will not allow Solo to win this match, costing him the undisputed WWE Championship. He will help Cody Rhodes win this match, not because he likes Cody Rhodes, but because of all of the shit talking that Solo Sikoa has been doing on Roman Reigns over the past few weeks on SmackDown. And now that I think about it, I'm looking forward to Roman's return, but it's a little bit too obvious. Like, there should be something else happening. Like, I kind of wish that The Rock could return during this match or something, making him revealed as the true leader of the new bloodline, but I don't see The Rock appearing at SummerSlam. He might not even return until early next year. So we're gonna have to deal with the already obvious thing of Roman Reigns returning and costing Solo this match, and Cody Rhodes will retain the undisputed WWE Championship. And with that said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What do you think of my predictions? What are your predictions for SummerSlam? And what do you guys think will happen after SummerSlam with the Bloodline, after Roman returns, with the Judgment Day, whatever happens with them, and with pretty much anything else? Comment down below your thoughts. Please like this video, share this video, follow my social media accounts in the links in my description. And with that said, thank you guys for watching, and you guys stay smooth.